Well, the holidays are fast approaching, and you'll probably be invited to dinners, gatherings, and events. You'll want to look and act your best. That's where our next guest comes in.
Aimee Symington is an etiquette expert and the CEO of Finesse Worldwide. Aimee is here to share some tips about dining etiquette that take us beyond the basics. Aimee, good morning. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
Great, fine, thank you. I say beyond the basics because, you know, most of us know don't put your elbows on the table.
Right.
Use your utensils, things like that.
Those are the, yes,
okay.
Yes, those are the basics.
Right. We're going to take you beyond that today.
Exactly. Because sometimes if you go to a fancy restaurant or someone's home or a charity event, you might be faced with this, which is a lot of utensils, a lot of glasses, and you're like, oh my gosh, what do I do?
Overwhelming.
It's a little bit intimidating. Okay, so what do we do with each of these things?
Okay, so the biggest tricks are this, is to think about the silverware. You work from the outside working in. So large spoon would be for a soup course. You're going to have a knife and a fork for each of the courses. So for the appetizer course, for the main course. So you just work from the outside going in, and everything at the top is for dessert.
Okay, so again, outside working in, soup is the spoon on the outside. If the salad comes, that's this fork over here.
Right, so you've got, if you have a smaller fork and a larger fork, the smaller one is for the appetizer. And then if you do the simple B&D rule, which I think I've taught you before.
Yes, I love this rule.
Okay,
so
what is it?
You make, so make with your fingers, make a small D, sorry, a small B with your left hand.
B?
So that would be for your bread plate is on the left, and your small D on your right is for your drink glasses.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
That's so good.
So you can't do this above the table. You have to do it under the table when you're out for dinner. But anyway, so these are your drink glasses. So the large bowl of the glass is for the red wine, this tall, thinner one is for white, and the shorter one is going to be for the water. And then over here with the bread, I've seen so many people eat bread incorrectly.
Okay, how?
Okay, it's very simple, but you're going to take the butter, you're going to put it on your own bread plate. For each piece of bread, you have to take off one small piece, to pick up your own knife, and you have to butter it individually. So if you're going to have all these calories, you have to work for it.
Lee, I've been doing it wrong, Lee.
Do you just butter the whole?
I just grab the thing and start buttering the whole thing.
Okay, you and I are going to have a one-on-one.
Just get my eat on.
Tear off the bite-sized piece of bread, butter that piece, eat that.
Right, and then you start all over again.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that is work.
Okay, the two top things to remember before a meal.
Okay, so before a meal, you want to make sure that you take your napkin and you open it up and you place it on your lap. That's a key thing.
All right.
You also want to make sure that everyone has their food, but that the host, so if you're the host of the meal, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to wait until you begin to eat before I can eat.
Okay.
So that's important.
Okay, good.
So if you're the host, you better start eating.
I better start eating.
Everyone else is going to give you dirty looks. Okay. So that's really important. Also, it's how you eat is important. There are two styles of eating. One is American style and one is continental style.
Okay, what is that?
And if you don't know what each of them are, then you know. Here is what it is. So Americans eat primarily American style. So I'm right-handed. I would take the fork in my right hand. I would eat like this, holding it like a pencil. And then when I want to cut a piece of food, I switch over the fork. I take my knife and I cut 2 to 3 pieces at a time, not the whole thing. Then I would put down my knife, switch it over, and I would eat like that.
Yes.
Now, most other people eat continental style. So the key is, I don't care which one you choose, just pick one and stick to it.
Okay.
So continental style is where you would put your fork in your left hand, hold your knife in your right, and you continuously eat like this. And so you put the food in on top of the fork and you eat like this.
So you're using the knife as a utensil to eat?
Yes, and so you eat like this.
But leaving the fork in your left hand the whole time. Again, the American way is completely acceptable. You said
absolutely.
Just pick one and stick with that.
Right, because what many people make the mistake of doing, and this is something that people do judge you on, is how you do it. If you do a combination of both, that looks really bad. So just choose one and stick with it. Now, I will say at the end of the meal, regardless of which style you're going to have, what you want to do is you want to place your knife and fork with the blade of the knife facing in, and I'm actually going to try to hold this up and show this to you. So this is how you do it, and it's facing at 10 o'clock and 4 o'clock. It would be the position.
Wait a minute, I'm going to forget this one. Put the knife and fork right in the middle of the plate. The blade is
facing towards yourself.
Okay.
And if the plate were a clock, the knife would be pointing at 10 and 4, the fork underneath. And so this is what you would do to indicate that you're done eating. So it's just a simple thing that says, wow, you have really nice table manners.
That is very nice. If you get up from the table during the meal, what do you do with your napkin?
Good question. You take your napkin and you actually leave it on your chair. But at the end of the meal, when you're leaving the table, then you'll actually put it to the left of the plate on the table.
Okay. What about licking the plate? Is that ever acceptable?
No. Sorry.
That's at home when I'm binge eating ice cream. That's what that's for. I got to remember that. That's for private time. Aimee Symington offers various etiquette. I really have done that before. Various etiquette programs for adults and for children. For more information, go to her website, finesseworldwide.com. Finesseworldwide.com. Again, her programs are for adults and for kids too. And for kids, she makes it so fun. It's not like a stuffy, boring thing. It's great fun and great skills, quite frankly.
That will help you forever. Exactly.
This was an excellent segment. Thank you.
Thank you.
E and D.
Yep, we got it. What about buttering your bread? You want to practice that?
Thanks a lot.